Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode in my forever world. I'm currently going ahead and I'm putting in a couple more trees over here at the farmland area because I think it'll be a nice touch to the area, give it a little nice little spruce up, and I think I'm gonna do a couple of these around the area. But this isn't the main part of this episode here. The main part of this episode, as I build this tree, I'm going to tell you guys what's going on today. Today, as you can see by the title, we are going to be connecting our world by making a nether hub all across the world to connect to all the different biomes that we need and all of the different areas that we have around the world. And this nether hub is going to expand as we work in this world longer and as we get more areas and more stuff. But I'm honestly making it because I'm at the point in my world where I'm starting to make some bigger projects. I'm starting to do more, and I need more materials to be able to do these projects. And some of the stuff, it's just not sustainable for me to be traveling 3,000 blocks every time I need some mud. I need a nether hub. So that's why we're doing a nether hub today. I've done nether hubs before, right? I've never fully fledged out a nether hub and made it like fully complete, right? Like a full complete design. I've never gotten that far with it, right? That's what I want to do today. I want to have a fully done nether hub. Okay, that's the goal of today's video, is to have a complete nether hub that looks good, functions well, and connects my world to all the different biomes that I want to go to. On screen now, I have a plan for the nether hub. Now, I've done some work, right? I've been jotting down coordinates of different things that I find. The areas that I know of I've written down the coordinates so that I can come back to it. I put in some work and I have all of the coordinates for all the different places that I want to connect to. This nether hub, it's gonna be a decent amount of work. It's not gonna be easy, but I want to make it so that we can always expand it more when we have new areas that we want to build in, or new areas that we need to go and get resources of, like the end. I don't know where the stronghold is yet, but I want to be able to travel there through the nether hub. So we'll add that at some point. Let's take a look at this tree. Nice little tree from this little farmland area. I think not too many of these little trees, but I think I like it. So that is the plan for the episode, is to make a nether hub. The first step to doing said nether hub is going to be going into the nether, clearing out a spot, and then working on building up the main room. Probably is what I'm going to start with. If I decide that that's not what I want to do for whatever reason, I will do something else. I'm not exactly sure yet, but let's go and build a nether hub. Alright, now that I have an area laid out, it's time to start some building. But to make all these nether portals, I'm going to need a decent amount of obsidian, and I have like 0. So I'm going down here, finding a lava pool, and I'm going to town on some obsidian. Let's get to it. Alright, I gathered up 2 stacks of obsidian. That should last me a pretty long time. And now what I'm going to do, I'm going to head into the nether, and I'm going to tell you guys a little bit about what I have planned for this nether hub. Alright, so here's the little area around my portal. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make this initial room into a circular room, I believe, is what I want to do. A big circle, and then we'll have branches going out in all 4 directions to the different areas that I'm going to be traveling to. What I want to do is I want to make this area overgrown with a lot of like leaves and like wood and stuff. And so I gathered up a bunch of that, and I'm going to be using those kind of blocks. I also want to use some stone also, which I have not gathered up yet, but I also have found one piece of ancient debris while clearing this out, so that's pretty rare. Now, the first like kind of pathway that we're going to make is going to be towards where I don't even remember. I don't even know which direction it is, but I'll figure it out with the coordinates. I need to go to a frozen ocean because I want to use my Silk Touch pickaxe and collect up a ton of packed ice. Because what I'm going to be doing to travel down my hallways is I'm going to be using a boat on packed ice, which is ridiculously fast. And yeah, I think it's the best way to go about traveling in the Nether, so I'm going to do it. I also would like to experiment with some like automatic boat dispensers. I think that would be pretty cool. But obviously the longest part of this project is going to be building the tunnels. And that is not going to be super fun. It's going to be more tedious than it is fun. But I want to get it done. And none of the places that I want to like expand to are ridiculously far away. They're far away, but I mean, in the grand scheme of things, it's only like the farthest I have to go theoretically is like 700, 600 blocks away. Yeah, 700, 600 blocks away. So like, I mean, it's far, but I mean, it could be worse. I would like to set up my portals as well, so I can go and get some of that packed ice so I can build with it. Um, so maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll get like the design down, the dimensions of the room that I want, and maybe do a little bit of building. And we'll see where we're at. This guy is mad at me for some reason. I have a gold helmet on, bro. Whatever. You just got tired of me, I guess. Alright, we'll do some building, and we'll see what we get. Alright guys, take a look at the Nether hub that I have going on. I am going for a like overgrown temple type thing, and I like these archways that I have, especially these diagonal ones. I made it work so that they are like similar dimensions when you're going around. I think it looks pretty cool. I'm not sure what to do with these areas here, so I have to figure that out. But each of these pathways are going to go off in a direction. These pathways here, I'm not sure what I'm going to do with them yet. If I'm going to, like, fill them in with, like, leaves or something, or what we're doing with these spaces here. So I need to figure that out, but, I like how we have this so far. During the time lapse, I don't know if I'm going to put it on screen or what, or slow it down, or I don't know. But I blew myself up. Yeah, I don't want to talk about it. I was trying to place blocks. I switched to my bed, and I blew my ass up. So, I lost my shovel. I lost my axe. I lost my chest plate. So, yeah, I'm not happy about it. I do know where a skeleton mob spawner is. And so I'm almost thinking that I'm going to go ahead and just turn that into an XP grinder. I'll get a ton of bone meal from it also, which is a big plus. I use a lot of bone meal, so I think I'm gonna take a little detour in the episode here, and I'm gonna go make a skeleton grinder, and then try to get some of my tools back up, because I can't build I can't build without a shovel and an axe, to collect more resources. So let's go do that. We have our skeleton farm, and it is right down here. So let's go check it out. All the way down. And here we have the skeleton spawner. I use this tinted glass here so that you can see in this room. And it's still dark in there, so you can see them spawning. Hopefully. There we go. There's some skeletons. And then they go down the little water stream. And then they'll shoot up here. There they go. And then they'll drop down here. And I can kill them. Easy peasy. And I have my I have my enchantment table set up right here. I have a bunch of chests and stuff. And I've been using this. And I have a full enchanted set of diamond armor. We've got feather falling 4, projectile protection 4, and breaking 3. This is pretty trash. This is pretty trash. This is all right. Protection 4 and breaking 3. I mean, what can you do? I just enchanted like everything once, and it's not bad. I was able to get a pretty good bow, sharpness 4 sword. These are the same. A fine shovel and a pretty darn good axe. Smite 5, efficiency 5, and breaking 3. So hopefully I can keep this around. But yeah, now we're all geared up, and I can continue working on the Nether hub. I think what I want to do is I want to put some like trees inside of that room, sort of that they're like growing on the temple, if that makes sense. You'll see what I mean. You'll see what I mean. And I'll kill these guys a little more. Here we have the Nether hub, looking pretty clean, looking pretty cool. Whoa. You better not be stealing any of my blocks that I just placed, jeez. But this is what we have so far, and it's looking cool. It's looking overgrown, it's looking lush. What I want to do is I want to link up our very first portal. If you have never linked up any portals before, I'm going to teach you right now, and it's going to be super simple and super easy. I want to link up the portal that I made in my storage room, okay? And so what I did is I built the portal, and I wrote down the coordinates of that portal, which is 283, -98. And then I lit the portal. but I did not go through the portal yet at my storage room. Then you take the coordinates 283, -98, divide them by 8, because 1 block in the overworld is 8 blocks in the nether, and so I have 35, -12 as my coordinates. -35, -12 is this way. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to dig out a little bit of a tunnel. Okay, so I'm at -12. Now I just have to go over to 35. And so 35 is right here. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to build a portal. Okay, and so this portal is at 35, -12. Like I have written down, it is the storage room coordinates divided by 8. And I'm gonna make this look better, obviously. But I can light the portal, and I can go through, link up perfectly to my storage room. Portals are simple if you know what you're doing, right? And I just taught you, so now you know how to link portals. Yep, and here is the storage room portal that links up to my starter base portal, which is right over here. See, like, look how close these portals are, and they're not that close in the overworld, so this is going to be pretty useful. However, for the other portals that I'm going to be linking up, I don't have a portal in the overworld, so I'm just going to be building a portal generally in the coordinates that I have written down, and I'm just going to be hoping for the best. I shouldn't spawn in any caves. My Y level is pretty high, and so hopefully we get some good spawns. If we don't, I just have to go over in the overworld and make a portal and link it like we did with this one. So, not a problem. This video has been kind of boring, so let's switch it up a little bit and let's design some boat launchers. Oh, it's snowing. That's great. I really should just like find a biome where it's not going to snow all the time, because all of the snow in my creative world is pretty annoying. Anyway, let's design some boat launchers for our nether highways. I think something like this is what we're going to be settling on. And so we have a button here that will pop out a boat, and we can place it down, and we can be on our way down the nether tunnel. And on the way back, we can literally just drive into the cactus, and the hoppers will pick up the boat. And I can put some carpets over this or something like that. I think this might work. I'm not sure actually. Let's try it out. Oh, it doesn't work. Okay. Alright, so the boats get picked up by the hoppers after they get destroyed by the cactus, and we can just keep going. I mean, this is like pretty foolproof. And I'm able to put these like at every single intersection, and it's going to make traveling down the highways that much easier. I also want to know what you guys think of these little like redstone design type segments. I'm not the best at redstone, right? But I do enjoy designing cool little things to add to the builds, and I want to know if you guys like it or not. As you can see, we collected up a bunch of packed ice that I can take out of here. I also collected up a bunch of stone to convert into some stone bricks, and I can also get the other materials that I'm using. And I can take all of these materials, and I need to get some more spruce wood, but that's okay. We can do that. This guy's fucking attacking me. Why the... And what I can do is I can start laying out what my tunnels are going to look like. Let's go ahead and let's do a little bit of this tunnel down here. And so we'll have a little bit of room here for the button and the cactuses and the hoppers right here. And then we'll just be able to ride our boat down and come back. And then at these like intersections over down here, yeah, wherever we have these intersections, I'm going to just put some like regular blocks, I think, so that you can like get off or turn more easily. So you're not just flying down and you miss your stop. That wouldn't be good. And then as far as the walls go for the pathways, I think I'm gonna do slabs on the side like this. Something like this. And then we're gonna have buttons down the middle so that none of the mobs can spawn, because that would be pretty annoying. And then the sides are going to be pretty simple because I'm going to be making a lot of these archways all the way down. And then inside here, I'm probably going to do a single block. I'm not sure if I'm going to use this. What is this? Polished deep slate. I'm not sure if I'm going to use that or something else. I'll figure it out. And then the roof is going to be with some leaves. I might just have to be working on this project in the background whenever I have time to work on it, you know what I mean? Let's start building some tunnels, and we'll see what we come up with. Over here, we have this tunnel heading out this way with this design kind of going on. Maybe I'll put some like plants and stuff on these ledges here. And we have our boat launchers in here. It spits out a boat and we can be on our way down the ice tunnels. And all of these ice pathways are complete and functional, but the design is not done. This project is going to be a project that is gonna take a while to complete, right? I'm gonna work on it whenever I have the time or whenever I have the urge to do some work on it. At least these railways are functional and I can get around my world to all the different spots that I have to travel to. But what I have to do now is at these like intersections here, I need to put some hanging signs is what I'm gonna do to tell us where all of the portals lead to. But other than that, this whole thing is functional, and it's where it's gonna end for this episode. And over here also is complete. This way heads down the opposite direction. All the way down. I forget what portals are down here, but there's a couple down here. Oh, I think this is the Mesa, or the Badlands, whatever it's called now, is all the way down here. Yep. Just having a functional Nether hub is going to help me out so much in this world. And eventually, I'll finish the design of it. But that is going to be a job for future JStar. That has been it. I hope you guys enjoyed. And I'll see you in the next episode.